having someone there for you is always nice. Someone to hold your hand, someone to tell you that you're gonna be okay. I had many experiences where I needed someone. As a senior in high school, I had surgery, and I was hospitalized for about a week. Later, I was in a car accident where a UPS driver totaled my car, and I was crushed. And later, I did have to go through a miscarriage, and it was always the nurse who always helped me get through the situations, who was always there for me. And I know that we've all been to the hospital at least once in our lives. But according to the article by the Henry J. Kaiser Family Foundation in 2018, there is about 27.4 million non-elderly individuals who remain without health coverage. And I know that I wouldn't have been able to afford any of my hospital visits without my insurance. So as you can see, there's been a series of events where I had to be in and out of the hospital multiple times. And every time I was there, it was always the nurse who helped me the most. And therefore, I'm here to give you this speech to inform all of you on why I am here in college pursuing my dream to become a nurse. In this speech, I will be going over why I'm going to college, why I chose citrus, I will also be talking about my major, and lastly, I will talk about what I'm planning to do with it to help the world. Okay, so now that I've talked to you on a little bit about me, I'll be moving on to why I'm going to college. So furthering my education has always been something that I not only wanted to do, but I knew I had to do. And I always wanted to do something with science. But my original plan was to go up to Humboldt, but since my surgery happened, I wasn't able to go, and I had to stay here and attend Citrus. But when I found out that I couldn't go to my dream school, I wanted to give up. But my best friend Anthony was the one who encouraged me to continue, and that's why I interviewed him on January 9, 2019, and I asked him why he believed higher education is important. And his answer was, I watched my parents struggle to find a steady job, and neither of them completed high school, and I feel that plays a huge role on why they can't find good jobs. And that's why he's always been one of the inspirations for me to continue my education. Okay, so to sum up up to this point, I've talked about why and where I'm furthering my education. Now I'll talk about what I choose to do with my education. So like I said, I want to be a nurse, and I want to be a nurse because I've always known that I wanted to help people, but I didn't want to be a doctor because that was too much for me. So I decided to be a nurse, and because nurses have always helped me, especially through my miscarriage. I literally had no one there for me except a nurse who stood by me the whole time. And now that I've talked about my career choice, I will now move on and talk about how I plan on using it to help the world. I want to be a nurse not to only help a single person individually, but I want to help the world. And like I mentioned, health insurance is an issue. And according to the American Community Survey conducted in 2017, 41% of the insured are Hispanic. People of color are at higher risk of being uninsured than whites. And as a Hispanic, I want to be able to help that statistic. I want to be able to decrease it. And I know my family has struggled to get health insurance because I asked my older brother, Emmanuel Avila, on January 19, 2019, what social, political, or economical problem needs to change. And he said, I don't have the health insurance, and people can't afford it or don't qualify for it, and it should be something basic that we should all have. And watching him struggle just to be able to find a doctor has really encouraged me to continue my dream on helping with the health insurance. And like I said, I want to be a nurse not to only help a single person, but help the whole world. And I want to be able to decrease the statistic on health insurance. And to summarize, And to wrap this up, we'll review. I've talked about why I'm attending college, what college I'm attending, and I've also talked about my major and how I can use it to help the world. And I hope with this speech I was able to inform you on who I am, what I want to do with my life, and finally, I want to encourage you all to remember to thank your nurses. They sometimes might not seem like much, but they are there to change the world.